Hey, thank you for joining. So the family's still sick. This weekend was pretty rough. This morning was really rough trying to get everybody up for school and work. So I think it's time to make another soup dish for tonight. Hopefully this is the last time I'll make soup this week. I've been making soup all last week and this weekend. So tonight is gonna be it's like a seafood sausage kind of soup. So I'll be using shrimp, and right here we have 6 cups of boiling water. All right, that's where we're gonna start off, and then we're gonna add this. It's a Japanese. Let's see, it's a Japanese soup stock. Okay, it's got a little kanji, but it's up to you. If you can't get a hold of a seafood, you could use your typical chicken broth cubes. You can use that, but for tonight I'm gonna be using that. Don't ask me to pronounce it because I can't pronounce it. All right. My only advice is find yourself an Asian store, look in the soup section, and they'll have some sort of a seafood stock. So it comes, there's 2 packets that come in it. So I'm just gonna use one. Yeah, look at that. Gonna use one packet. One packet for 6 cups of boiling water. There you go. There. Just gonna give it some time to dissolve in the water. Yeah, that thing smells good already. All right. So what you want to do next is you want to get a sausage, kind of like this, right? Polish sausage, smoked sausage, chicken sausage, any kind of sausage you want. Sorry, I had to wash the sausage. I just took it out of the package. Now, if you don't have access to any type of broth, I wouldn't worry too much because the sausage and the shrimp are gonna put out their own flavor too. All right, we'll put all the sausages in there. If you're wondering what kind of sausage this is, it's chicken. There you go. Just gonna let that boil. Then we're gonna add shrimp to it. All right. You could buy raw shrimp if you want, but I went to the grocery store this morning. Again, the shrimp that's pre-cooked already was cheaper, so how about that? Okay. Let me do a quick taste test on our broth here. Oh yeah, it's got like a fish, seafood type of flavor, and it's good. It's good, I'm telling you. You gotta trust the process. This is so perfect. Chat away, sponsor mode is off. Okay, let's see if we got any. Chat away. No one's talking tonight. What happened? Slow mode is off. Okay. All right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add corn. Just be gentle. The good thing about corn is the cob actually absorbs a lot of that flavor. Just want to make sure it's in there. At least some of the corn gets submerged. Alright. It's up to you on how many corn you want in there. I'm just going to put 6. Then we're going to put half an onion. We're going to dice it up. We got our diced up onions. Oh yeah. Then we're going to add potatoes in there. I have 4 and I'm going to cut them in quarters. I'm using about 4 potatoes right now. It's up to you whether you want to peel it or not. I was just in the mood of peeling potatoes, so. Just cut the potatoes into quarters. Make sure it gets submerged in the water, in the broth. Look at that. Starting to look delicious, I'm telling you. Watching the mouth-watering soup. Oh, thank you, Everardo. Appreciate it. Are you about to medium heat? You know what? When it comes to making soup, I go with high heat, boil it. I'm not one of those people that like for example, a friend of mine, he can make gumbo, and gumbo's like hours, right? I'm not that kind of person. I'm more of like, let's boil it, add everything, and give it 45 minutes. All right, plenty. All right, so if you're just tuning in, we have sausage, shrimp, corn, potatoes, onions, and we also put some sort of a seafood stock in the very beginning in 6 cups of boiling water. So that's what we have right now. And now we're gonna put some bok choy right here, some baby bok choy. Right. If you don't have access to bok choy, go ahead and just use cabbage. It's in the cabbage family. So, but that's if you don't have access to it. See, I've been blessed that down the road there's a seafood market. It's called Seafood City. Look at that. Look at that massive color. I'm at high heat right now. We're almost done. Hang in there. Just want to make sure I move the bok choy away, and you can see the colorful seafood dish that we're making. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, we're making a seafood soup. Right? We used a seafood broth or stock, whatever you want to call it. If you don't have access to it, go ahead and use chicken or pork. They're pretty easy to come by. But this morning I did my shopping at Seafood City. It's a Asian market. Love shopping there. Okay. And then we add Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts. Gotta make sure you clean it. Just gonna add it in there. Okay. Bury some into the submerge some in our soup before I add more. I'm telling you. add some more. This is one package of Brussels sprouts. What we want to do is submerge it. Right. Bring some of all that stuff on the bottom and bring them up to the top. Switch it up a little bit. Look at that. Boom. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. That is straight color. The smell is basically smells like a seafood, like an Asian Japanese seafood. That's what it smells like. It smells good. This is too ridiculous, man. Look at that. Look at that. See, this is why I don't cut up my baby bok choy. Look. They're so small. They're perfect. Boom. There's shrimp in there too. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it boil for the next, let's see, 15 minutes. But I'm not going to make you guys stay that long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a close-up. Alright. Let me see if I can steer some of those shrimp right above so you guys can see the shrimp. Boom, there's a few shrimp. I actually have 1 pound of shrimp in there. But what I'm going to be doing for the next 15 minutes is just let it boil, stir it once in a while. Okay? And I hope you guys enjoyed this dish. Alright? Thank you for joining. As always, I will put the ingredients in the description below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe so you can join us for more delicious meal. I normally cook on a Blackstone griddle, but since last week and this weekend, my family's been sick. So it's soup week. Soup week? Alright. So have a good night. Thank you for joining. Oh, I forgot to say, the final $1 million shot will be posted on my Instagram if you want to see what the finished product looks like. All right? All right. Bye.